all been freshly groomed, and it hasn't had a chance to set up yet, so it's still very soft. Right, like I can dig my boot into that, no problem. It's crazy. Signs are buried all over the place. Wish that sun would come out. So today's ride is about 380k roughly. Gotta get the kids out. Well, the one kid anyways, the other two are gonna be in school, but Friday, tomorrow, it's gonna be absolutely beautiful riding weather. If you can skip work, skip it, go out and ride. That's my advice. Because it's gonna actually reach a high of like +3 or 4 and sun. It's going to be a beautiful day for riding. So get the wife and my little girl out for a little ride, and then I got to get the older two kids out early Saturday morning. They're not going to like that, getting up early, but whatever. They want to ride, get out early. We're only going to be going, I don't like riding on the weekends because that's when everybody's out. So that's why I say we're going to be getting up early and getting our ride in before lunch. Sorry for all the sniffling. Nose gets a little runny out in this colder weather. Actually, it's this helmet. The vent at the front here, it works really well. Very happy with this helmet so far. Couple guys. That the same guys I passed already? Maybe. No, different group. Yeah, the vent, basically like a 2-stage vent. You just flip it up and that'll close it off. Close half of it off. There's still 2 little side vents that are they always remain open, so you still get a little bit of airflow at all times. If you find you're getting a little warm, or you're going slower, or you're riding behind a tall windshield, you just flip it down, open it up, and now you got the 2 center vents. They're a bit bigger, and it just allows that much more airflow So you can play with that all day. You know, it's super simple, pretty rare. Whenever I come over to Duffer and Driftbuster territory and ride their network, that I'm able to ride a perfectly groomed trail. Usually it's just blown in, chopped. I mean, that's where they get the name from, drift busting. But this is quite the treat, I must say. Yeah, freshly groomed, not a track on it. And this is when I don't mind a freshly groomed trail, is when it's been recently groomed within a couple hours or so, maybe even in the last hour. This groom is so soft, so you still get that desired lubrication for the slides, your bearings. I'm still running 74 degrees. Right where I like it. Now if this was hard pack without scratchers down, I'd probably be up into the 80s, which isn't a big deal, but I still like keeping the temps as low as possible. And everything lubed up just nicely. I kind of have a feeling I might come upon the groomer. Oh, yep, two of them. I had a feeling I'd be coming up on them soon. Cool. Double grooming. You never know when you're gonna come up on a groomer. Grooming takes place daytime as well. Well, they got the brusher bar out. Pretty sweet. So this is a very, very recent groom. Within the, well, I mean, never mind being out in the past couple hours, they're out. I'm wondering if I can, yep, he's gonna let me go. Fresh snow. Wild. Just when you think the season's coming to an end, it just keeps snowing and snowing and snowing. Over there. Wow. Snowing pretty good up there. Another thing that's nice about this amber lens, the sun visor lens, is even when it's overcast like it is right now, if you don't have it down, it can still seem very bright outside. And putting it down just kind of shaves off the brightness. You can actually see the trail a lot better. So it's not just for sun. You can, it does help in those really low lighting conditions as well. That's what I notice, anyways. Fresh, untouched. A little bumpy, but it's smooth. I just went through Honeywood, basically. So this is all the snow they got up here overnight. Oh, that's kind of shitty. Not expecting a 2-foot drop into the bush. It looks like the farmer's cut himself a path. Alright. Another little coffee break. Just in Glen Huron, and about 10 minutes or so away from Singhampton. I'd swap out my battery again, which I don't mind doing because I usually stop for coffee breaks anyways and have a quick coffee, swap out a new fresh battery and carry on. But yeah, I wanted to stop there and get some washouts, but still a lot of snow. Yeah, this is a nice area, really nice area. is got a Dodge here. Yeah, it looks like they got, oh yeah, guess that last little ice storm, they got it pretty good up here. Oh, that's a beautiful home. Love that. Oh yeah, stunning. Look at that, they got an arrow here this year. I don't know how many times I've blown that corner due to no arrow. And they finally got one. Couple new homes going up there in Singhampton. Beauties. Last year, the trail used to come down that highway. So I think they've got this back over here. They either lost it and got it back, or it was just temporarily closed. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's good to see that trail back open right to the gas station again. It's called the chin curtain on these helmets. Yeah, they work good. Chin curtain. Out of all the helmets I've owned in the past, I've never had one. So it's just one extra step, but it does help. It does work, that's for sure. This really is a nice area. Even with the trails along the ditch like this. But you really got to go and when you get a fresh snowfall to help with the road running. This was kind of a winged trip, day trip. And it just turns out that we got a bunch of snow overnight. So it helps with the roads. I knew it would be a bit of road running, but I was expecting a lot worse than this. Beauty in here. Just beauty. on the trees. I have been up here this year. Jeez, I didn't think I was here. Alright, that's okay. I'll take it. I'm pretty sure I was going the other way last time. There's a few rocks up here, really big boulders off in the bush, and they had like 3 or 4 feet on them at the time. I should have got a picture, so hopefully I can come across them again. This is the trail that's got that, or maybe it was that there, and it's been filled in. I know there was a water crossing that was nasty last time I came through here. Maybe that was it, or maybe it's still ahead. I guess we'll find out. This is what I was afraid of. Alright, we gotta assess. Fuck. Guess I'm going this way. That's pretty shitty. Wow. It's manageable, but if you're not experienced and you don't feel comfortable, get your hubby to drive it across for you. Bummer, I've never seen it that bad before. I guess all that that previous melt and all the rain really did a number on things up here, but man, I just can't believe I can't get over the snow they still have. Well, that was good. Always sucks crossing that kind of crap. I'm gonna stop for another coffee, I think. Oh. If your zipper straps break, like these two have, just use a zip tie. How nasty it looks after going through a mud hole. Jeez. Well, hopefully that gets cleaned up during the ride. If not, take the hose to her. All right. So now we're on the B trail, heading over to, oh, where is it? I guess just south of Collingwood. take me over to just south of Chatsworth. Area kind of reminds me of Kearney. It's really nice. Nice big rock cut. Actually, that's one place I haven't been to yet this year is Kearney. Might have to make a stop. See the good folks at the Edgewater. Kearney's awesome. If you haven't been to Kearney for sledding, go. It's one of the nicest areas for sledding. Their trails are top notch. They're nice and wide. They're always groomed, and just the atmosphere up there. Everybody is friendly. If you have a problem, there's always someone that's willing to help. And they don't even think about it. They just help. Great place. But a beautiful area. Absolutely stunning up there. Like I say, if you haven't gone, that should be on your list of snowmobile destinations. And in the summertime, we've got a camper. We used to go camping there over the past few seasons, and now they've only got, I think, like 10 campsites, maybe a couple more, and they cater to the ATVers. Somewhat off grid. I mean, you got power on your sites, but no water, so you're using your boondocking tank. You can fill up your water there at their washroom. They've got a tap there that you can. It's kind of a pain. You've either got to move your entire trailer, or you got to bring a long enough hose to hook it up across the road. Anyways, it's a beautiful place in summertime. Nice sand beach. You can walk out a couple hundred feet and still be up to only your waist. It's just pure sand. Warm as a bathtub. Kids love it. Trail closed. Man. think there's ever been a sign there before either. I know I've blown that corner in the past. See the sun out behind me. It's poking through. Yep. I think once I start heading back south, we'll get into some sunshine riding. Trails are so good right now. So good. No push in the corners. Groomed. And snow on top. Look at that. Look who decides to poke through the clouds. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Sun's out over there. Oh man, does that sunlight ever feel good on the eyes? Oh, there's a coyote. Seems like everywhere got the snow last night, except for us back home. I mean, we got 4 or 5 inches yesterday, but nothing overnight. And maybe this didn't happen overnight, I don't know. Maybe this was from Wednesday and just nobody's really been out yet. I don't know, but seems like everybody's got talked up on the snow. Everywhere I've been today, fresh snow. Sunshine, baby. I know where we are. Definitely been here this year. They still don't have as much snow as last year though. I remember last year, I'll maybe try and find the picture and I'll post it up. But they had way more snow here last year. It was crazy. And I even other water hole is. So this should be interesting. Wow, do they ever got a ton of snow? Wicked. Yeah, back to that water hole. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's up here. And then you go through, oh man, down through Walters Falls area. And this is a really, really nice area. Oh yeah, here's that water hole now. Shit. Jeez. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. Last thing you want is to get your clutches and your belt wet and die out in the middle of that. They really, really need to put a bridge there. Powder. Awesome. It's just as smooth as a groom trail. Yeah, so this is Walters Falls. Anyone looking for a nice house for sale, there's one right there. She's a beauty. Not sure why it hasn't sold yet. Yeah, it's a nice one. This is such a cool little area. There's the Walters Falls Inn and Spa. Nothing happening there right now. It is a Thursday though. cambered turns really suck. Drop here. You wouldn't want to hit that going too fast. I'm sure some guys have. It's probably not a fun feeling at the bottom. There's those rocks I was talking about earlier. The big boulders. Look at that. So much snow on them. Yeah, there's like a foot of fresh snow. Pretty cool. Oh, this is, yeah. This is neat. Really neat. Wow. And some's even melted. Because I was up here before the melt. That's so cool. Yeah, there's like 4 feet on top of those rocks. 3.5 anyways. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna stop right here and enjoy it. That's what I'll do. the section. It's straight, it's got some slight twists and turns in it, but it's got a lot of rollers, and it's very nice. So much on the trees. This is cool. A little sketchy coming over the crest of that hill. He really shouldn't be stopped there. I mean, I always ride right. Always ride the right, guys. And you know what? It's a good thing he was pulled all the way over too. So, you gotta be ready for anything, right? Shit can happen really, really freaking quick. So he's saying they got like 4 feet in the past 2 days? That's insane. Now, whether or not that's true, I have no idea. 4 feet's a lot of frickin' snow, but it's quite possible. Oh, this is just beauty here. Wow. Probably a bunch of brook trout in there. Yeah, you don't want to really stop at the bottom of a hill, or kind of want to be stopped out in the open, whether you're on a sled or grooming. Just because the groomers have a right of way, they got to use good judgment as well. could have been really bad back there, even if there was if I was riding with a group. The group behind me may not have stopped in time. Who knows? That could have been real shitty. Real shitty. You really shouldn't have been stopped there at the just beyond the crest of that hill like that. I mean, I had just enough time to react and keep it all under control. Any faster, yeah, it happens quick. Happens very quick.